If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. And just like that, all the short-term Fibonacci targets for Quant have been met. This is what we were suggesting. As the 200 EMA was holding a support, we formed the 4-hour bullish cross, as well as creating the reversal wave. And as long as you're holding $110, which was what we were saying, we're going to meet not only the $125 target, but all of these eventually. Now that they have been met, we're putting in a little bit of a correction. Of course, for us quant holders, looks like nothing. Because you've been waiting for so long to go up, so an 8% move is like numb to you guys. At the moment, we are still up, of course. We're not hovering around $90 and $100 anymore. We finally broke through that 125 level, and that was very important for me. If you remember, we were saying it's key to break through $125 to $130, because if we go now to the daily time frame, we can see that this was the golden pocket. And this is essentially stopping the move up back to the previous all-time high, $430. We needed to see this flipped back into support, or at least breaking the resistance, flipping into support for the eventual continuation back to our high, and then the target of $700. Understand that this is not the bull market top target. There are targets beyond this point that are sitting between 1.3 and 2.8k. Those could be the bull market top targets, probably about 2.2 to 2.8k. That could be the top. It could be even higher, guys, but that's where I would be looking at right now. This is not a bull market top video at all. So if you want to dive deeper into that, now that Quant is starting this move back up, as we have been predicting for months on end, then leave a comment in the comment section down below. Leave a like so I know that you're enjoying these. And then, yeah, if I get that feedback, I know I will make an update on the future bull market price prediction. But yeah, we're looking at around 2k, maybe even higher. So essentially, the reason why I have this Fibonacci in the first place is because from this point we had the dump. That's not the reason, but when we started to come back up, that's pretty much where we topped out. And that is exactly where I told, I personally got out and told you guys to as well, because this was a previous neckline of a head and shoulders pattern that sent us into the bear market, which I called exactly and was getting so much hate for. Equally over here when I was saying to get out, so much hate for, and calling for the bearish patterns over here to go down to this exact target, getting so much hate for. It all came to fruition, and this is the point where I said once we reclaim the $94 area, which was this wick, we're looking for upwards continuation. And then we're now actually seeing that upwards continuation. We've broken that golden pocket. We've created the reversal wave. So the assumption is that not only are we retracing back to that high, but that we will break it. And not only that we'll get back to our previous all-time high, but that we will meet this $600/$700 target. In fact, guys, it's actually a suggestion that we should actually meet this $2,200 to $2,800 target. But it's going to be a long process ahead, but very exciting times, of course, because there's things to look forward to. Now we're coming into the next target. If you remember from my last video, we're talking about $160. So yes, we've met those smaller sets of Fibonacci's, but in that last update, because that final target was so very close to 160, and that is the 786, I was also saying we would go ahead and meet $160. So we're still waiting on that, but as long as this golden pocket holds, then of course we're going to meet that, because by breaking through and holding this as support, we're going to $600 plus, we're going to 1k plus, 2k plus. So we're definitely going to be meeting this 1618 as long as we just continue to hold above $120. Now I'm going to zoom back into this area, but I will stay on the daily time frame, and what I'm going to do is actually measure from here to here. This is the previous fib that we had, and you can see, yeah, because 152 is so close, yeah, I know it's $10, but we can see that along the process, what you need to understand with the Fibonacci's is we're trying to create the reversal wave, and when that happens, as long as it holds, we're meeting all these targets. But there's even more to that process. As you're breaking through the 1 fib level, we're going to find some resistance. So that's why I was calling for 125 to be the level that we need to break, because you need to understand, as you're approaching the 1272 at around 125, it is resistance. So if we want to hit the 1618, if we want to hit the 2 and then eventually the 2414, it's very important to push through the 1272 and for that to continue to hold going forward. As long as that continues to hold, as long as you never lose this, all of these targets will get met. So that's why going forward right now, if we want to continue to that final one, it's got nothing to do with these set of fibs. It's completely separate. But the 125 area, which was the 100, which was the 1272 fib, is in line with this 0.65. And when you break that, you go to the 786. I remember over here, we said we need to hold the 1272 if we want to hit the 2414, and that 1272 is in line with the 65. And then remember, as long as we hold this as support, we hit this. It's also the same as this support. So as long as we hold this support, we hit that. So we're looking still for Quant to increase in price. And the next target, short-term target, is $160, which we mentioned in the last update, tail end of last week. So there's not much more for me to say other than find support above $125. Now that I'm on the 4 hour, we can see the 55 moving average is exactly down there. This is acting as like a second layer of support. In case we lose the 20, it will bring us back above the 20. We don't even need to correct down there. That is just the point of support that needs to hold for the continuation higher. You don't want to lose that. However, there are shorter term supports much closer to the price action currently happening. And as long as we're just holding above the 4 hour 20, which right now sits at $136, then we will just get this continuation to 161. So right now we are above the 20. I'm expecting continuation to 161. Lose the 20, we're coming back down to 125, which is pretty much what we've been rambling on about the whole video. The 4 hours just confirming this, and then we will continue higher. So that's it from me today. If you want to get educated, use the links down below. I've got a course, a Discord, an ebook, and a mentorship plan. The best option is the mentorship plan because that is where I spend my personal time with you guys over a 3, 5, or 10 hour period. Of course, it won't be in one go. It'll be 1 hour lessons. So you'll have 3, 5, or 10 lessons. You're going to gain access to my chat for 2 months. In that chat, you gain access to my investment portfolio, my students sharing their own ideas, as well as 2 weekly group calls. So on top of your 3, 5, or 10 lessons, you're also going to get 2 months worth of every single, or pretty much 8 group calls in there. So 8 hours extra on top of your one-to-one. You're going to have 8 hours of group. And then you're also going to have my course included to fall back on once this is all completed. So if you want to take action on that, there will be a discount as well as a discount on my course for the remainder of the year. And that is down now to £99. Use the links down below to message me on Twitter for more information or take action through the website link. Cheers. I've got a whole bunch of educational content, and over here on the website you can see loads of other people taking action recently. If you want to get educated, simply scroll underneath the video, click take action or Linktree, and click the option that you want to read more about or private message me on Twitter. Let's start off with the ebook. This is where you can take action on my ebook, teaches the exact strategy. Head over to the membership level if you want to become a Discord channel member, where you have access to 2 weekly group mentorship calls. Or if you want to take action on my 6 hour long pre-recorded course, there's an offer here, and you do get Discord chat for 2 months totally free. Here is my beginner one-to-one mentorship plan, which includes 3 hours of my one-to-one help, the course, and 2 months free in the chat. And there are some other plans here for 5 or 10 hours of my one-to-one help. Use the links down below to private message me on Twitter or head straight to the website using one of these links to take action. Cheers.